Our top focus at this hour, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is in India on a crucial two-day visit. The tour comes in the backdrop, of course, of the Russia-Ukraine war. And the key focus of this visit is to finalize a two-way $1.3 billion investment deal and also help ease the visa process for Indians who are looking to immigrate to Britain. The trip that has been postponed twice due to COVID flare-ups will now focus on deepening ties between the two countries. Prime Minister Johnson, ahead of his visit, confirmed that these talks will focus on job creation, economic growth, with a special focus on energy security and defence, and further enhance people-to-people ties.
I don't think at any time in my political lifetime has the living bridge between the UK and India really been so strong. And just on this trip, we've got about £1 billion worth of investment coming from India into the UK. They're the second biggest investor in the UK. That investment alone is going to drive 11,000 jobs. We're hoping to complete another free trade agreement with India by the end of the year, by the autumn. And already you're seeing products like UK medical supplies, British apples, getting ready to come onto the Indian market even before the deal is done.
The British Prime Minister has signalled the country is ready to offer more visas to Indians in return for clinching a key free trade deal. Johnson issued a statement before reaching India saying, and I quote, "I have always been in favour of talented people coming to this country. We are short to the tune of hundreds of thousands of people in our economy, and we need to have a progressive approach, and we will." The UK Prime Minister, while speaking to the British Parliament yesterday, had emphasised that he will focus on people-to-people ties during this crucial visit. New Delhi, on its part, has been calling on London to ease the visa process, thus ensuring greater opportunities for Indians to live and work in Britain. Any trade deal will likely be contingent on relaxing the rules and lowering the fees for Indian students as well as working professionals. Sources now tell WION that the visit will also focus on the situation in the Indo-Pacific. Downing Street said that Prime Minister Johnson will reiterate the commitment to a free and coercion-free Indo-Pacific. Sources also said that London is ready to extend the cooperation to help India enhance India's defence manufacturing capabilities, adding that the UK will offer to transfer technology for joint production of military hardware. The visit is likely to be the staging point for further boosting of trade ties in particular, with Downing Street confirming that the new trade pact amounting to more than $1.3 billion will be signed. With a focus on science and technology collaborations, with a special focus, however, on artificial technology or artificial intelligence and healthcare in particular. Remember, Britain used to be India's largest trading partner in the early 2000s, but since then has slipped to the 17th position just last year. Meanwhile, London is likely to also hold talks on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Johnson's spokesperson yesterday told the British media that the UK had no intentions of lecturing New Delhi on its ties with the Kremlin, or rather Russia in particular, but will present the UK's position and listen to the Indian perspective. It's important to note that India has so far maintained a non-aligned stance during this conflict and refused to bow down to Western pressure of criticising Russia and imposing sanctions against it. According to sources now, Johnson will tout the benefits of India moving more quickly towards renewable energy sources. All this after India continues to import energy products from Moscow. He also visited the Sabarmati Ashram earlier today, leaving a message in the ashram's visitor book. The British Prime Minister said, and I quote, "It is an immense privilege to come to the ashram of this extraordinary man and to understand how he mobilized such simple principles of truth and non-violence to change the world for the better." Let's tell you a little bit more about this visit. Tomorrow, Prime Minister Johnson will be visiting the Indian President's house early morning, following which he is then expected to pay a tribute to Mahatma Gandhi. He will later meet India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, following which he will of course be meeting India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The two leaders are expected to exchange MOUs and issue a joint press statement before Johnson's departure later in the evening. Now, for a better understanding about the significance of the UK Prime Minister's visit to India, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibbal now joins us live from the Indian capital, New Delhi. Thanks so much, Siddhant, for joining us. I want to start by talking about some of the crucial aspects of Boris Johnson's visit to India. Trade deals that, of course, will take centre stage. All this is happening in the backdrop of the Partygate scandals that he's facing back home in the UK. Tell us about the significance of this visit and what we can expect, especially when it comes to simplifying the visa process to the UK.
Well, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson was very keen to visit India last year in fact, saw twice occasions where he could have visited India, including at India's Republic Day parade, but it could not materialize because of the COVID pandemic. Now, of course, this visit has seen all the colors so far in Gujarat, and I'm standing here in central Delhi, and you can see behind me the main Rajpath is all decked up with British flag, and of course Delhi also keen to welcome the UK Prime Minister. It is significant in many aspects. This is a visit where there will be a reaffirmation of the strong relationship, but focus on people-to-people relationship. We know that UK is home to a big number of Indian diaspora, but the crucial issue has been about the trading ties. Now, UK has been looking for a trading partner, a strong trading partner post-Brexit, and India fits the bill in terms of the people-to-people connect, in terms of the shared value democracy, and that is why it's very keen to have the free trade agreement, as the British Prime Minister earlier today in Gujarat said that they're keen that the FTA is signed by autumn, and the third round of the FTA in fact starts next week. So that remains the key priority, but there could be a major clincher for New Delhi if the British government relaxes visa regime for Indians who can go study there, and of course for employment as well. And for that, UK is keen to get more Indians who are skilled.
Right, absolutely. Siddhant, I just want to explore that last part that you've mentioned, the visa process, especially for Indian students that travel to the UK. As we know, the UK is a popular destination for Indian students in particular. Also, working professionals. What we gauge from Boris Johnson's statement is that within the UK, there is a lack of skilled professionals, and the country is eager to get talented professionals into the country. So will we see some kind of deal where the visa norms, which are currently very strict and expensive, to say the least, be relaxed?
Well, yes, that is the key focus area when it comes to the talks, the free trade talks which are happening. In fact, 2 rounds of the talks have happened. The third round will happen next week, and India is keen that there is further relaxation. As of now, India is one of the top destinations from where their nationals go to UK, and the British government is also providing a lot of visas, but that is still less, and India is keen that more and more Indians get a visa. So it is all contingent on this specific point as to how the free trade talks go forward. But largely, if we talk about the education sector, in fact, UK is the #1 destination for Indian students. 50,000 Indian students go to study in UK. So that remains the silver lining, and UK will be trying to explore this more because that also brings a lot of investment into the country.
Absolutely, Siddhant. Thanks so much for all those inputs. Thanks for joining us on WION with all the latest. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.